If you're planning a cruise for 2026, the private island experience has officially changed. Royal Caribbean's Coco Cay is now a billion-dollar revenue machine. Carnival just opened the massive Celebration Key, and NCL has finally fixed their biggest flaw at Great Stirrup Cay. But while the big three are busy building theme parks you have to pay for, MSC is doing something completely different. Today, we're breaking down the 2026 Private Island Power Rankings so you don't fall into the access fee trap. Let's start with the newest destination on the map, Carnival's Celebration Key. It is stunning. It features the largest freshwater lagoons in the Caribbean, and the Bahamian vibe is everywhere. But if you're a value hunter, there is a massive catch you need to know about: the food. Unlike the old-school island buffets, Carnival has introduced Island Eats. You get one complimentary meal voucher at the quick service spots. If you want a second snack or a late afternoon taco, you're paying out of pocket. And here's the real kicker. Even if you have the Cheers drink package, it does not work on the island. You'll be paying for your margaritas twice. It's a beautiful port, but the pay-to-play model is very front and center here. Next up is the current gold standard, Perfect Day at Coco Cay. If you want thrills, nobody beats Royal. But we have to look at the math for 2026. Thrill water park passes are now regularly hitting $160 per person on peak sailings. For a family of 4, that's over $600 before you've even bought a souvenir. While the island is technically free to enter, the experiences that make it perfect are becoming significant luxury add-ons. It is a world-class theme park, but make sure you budget for it before you step off the ship. We also have a major update for Norwegian fans. As of late 2025, the pier at Great Stirrup Cay is officially open. This is a game changer. For years, this was a tender-only port, meaning if the water was even slightly choppy, your island day was canceled. Now, you walk right off the ship. Plus, by summer 2026, NCL is opening the Great Tides water park with 19 slides. They are clearly positioning themselves right between Royal's high-energy thrills and MSC's relaxation. So where does MSC's Ocean Key fit in? It's the exact opposite of a theme park. It's a marine reserve, and for the 2026 cruiser, it offers the best smart value in the business for 3 reasons. First, the drink package. Unlike Carnival, if you have an MSC drink package, it works perfectly on the island. Second, the cost. There are no $160 entry fees for the best parts of the island. It's 8 pristine beaches and pure relaxation. But the real secret weapon is the overnight stay. While the other lines pull up anchors at 5 p.m. to save on fuel, MSC often stays late into the night. You get a sunset lighthouse show and a beach party under the stars that no other line can match. It feels like a private yacht experience rather than a crowded resort. The 2026 verdict is simple. If you want a high-speed water park and have the budget, go with Royal. If you want the newest lagoons and don't mind the extra food costs, Carnival is your pick. But if you want a natural, high-end experience where your drink package actually follows you ashore, MSC's Ocean Key is the winner. Before you book, make sure to check out our comprehensive cruise packing list on the blog to get you ready for a great MSC holiday. It's free, and we don't ask for your email address. I've also linked our drink package calculator below to help you see the real cost difference for 2026. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.